Welcome back to the Triple C's podcast. I'm your host, Kyra Williams, and today I am joined with Lindsay, Caden, and Ireland, and we are discussing relationships. So it is the season of love with Valentine's Day right around the corner, and I just want to ask you guys, are you guys looking forward to Valentine's Day? Is it something that you celebrate? Are you going to be with your boo, or are you going to be with your friends, or are you just going to be in a room alone?
I'm sitting with my man.
Oh, really? What are y'all doing?
Don't know. But okay. I just think, like, the quality time and stuff. Like, we usually do stuff together, but we're, like, both college students, so sometimes money isn't really in our favor at times. But I feel like the quality time we spend with each other and, like, what we do with each other is, like, enough until, like, we can, like, do better or bigger things.
Oh, that's so beautiful. What about y'all?
Well, I will be in my room because...
Real.
Because I have no one. But no, it's okay though. Because I'm going to they're having the Valentine's Day fair. So I will be getting some free candy. So I will do that. But I love Valentine's Day though. I just love love. I just like love. So it doesn't really matter what I do.
Me too. So, what about you?
It's funny as you were starting this off, you was like, who you gonna send it with? You gonna spend it with your boo? I just started getting my head in trouble. I was like, what's that? But no. No one really. Not gonna be spending with no one. I mean, I don't know. Valentine's Day is on a Saturday this year, so it's a game that day, so I ain't gonna go. But other than that, the rest of the day is kind of up in the air.
Okay, that's all right. Moving on to our next question, I'm gonna switch topics a little bit. Do you guys think most relationships nowadays are actually more so situationships? If so, explain why. If not, explain why as well.
I feel like relationships have turned into something that's become like a game rather than just actually getting to know someone, actually working out problems. Actually, not to go too far off, but it's just like social media. I feel like that plays a big thing. Listen to other people that aren't properly healed going into your relationships. I feel like you have a lot of factors that go into situationships that make it a situationship. And then you have yourself, whether you're healed or not. It's like depending on which one you are, you have a situationship. And it's just like, that's not cool to you or to that person to just be sitting around wasting time, not being intentional, not being purposeful, because then you're just wasting time. It's not fair.
Okay, and do you guys agree that social media is having a poor effect or a negative effect on relationships?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So. How so?
I feel like because the way the media portrays a lot of people's relationships, you'll see one person's relationship. Basically, they'll show you what they want to show you. Really, everything's all good, but really behind the scenes, it's not so good. Also, it's it's kind of things that definitely change, requirements. I say a lot of people have very strong requirements. I say that much. It's almost like you gotta be high maintenance to be in a relationship or something like that.
And do you think that's a double standard compared to men and women nowadays, or is it the same?
I say it's a little bit in the middle, but it depends because what is it? Sometimes online I'll see men have their requirements, and then majority of the other times I see women, they have the requirements. So it really just depends for.
Okay, all right. Well, switching gears, when it comes to, you see your friends and y'all are talking about the relationships, they might be beefing with whoever they, talking to and get a little messy. Do you guys want to step in on those situations? Is it wrong to tell them that their partner is moving a little shady or moving weird, or do you stay out of it?
I would say it just depends on the situation, I think. We've, to piggyback from what everybody else has said, we've normalized a lot of stuff in this generation. A lot of stuff has been normalized that it's not okay.
Yeah, cheating.
So,
hello.
Right.
Hello.
But yeah, so I just feel as though if something is if it don't sit right, I feel like you should say something. But if you know that that person is capable of dealing with the situation themselves, then let them handle it.
And how do y'all feel about people coming to you or your friends coming to you over and over again about the same situation? Like, do you guys are like, okay, I'll tell you this once and I'm moving on? Or do you keep trying to help the person regardless?
Boundaries. I feel like they're very important because at some point, depending on the situation, they be trauma dumping on you.
Yes.
And depending on the situation, you might or might not have to report it, but some people will just tell you the most craziest stories and you're like, wow, that's a lot on you. It's like you're pouring into that person, you're trying to help this person, but are they helping themselves? Are they trying to like do the work for themselves to be able to get out of the situation or try to fix the situation? It just all depends, but you have to think about you at the end of the day because you're all you have.
100%, that makes sense. So we touched on cheating a little bit and how it's really normalized in today's society. Do you guys think cheating is worse physically or emotionally, and why?
Both.
You good.
I feel like it's both because social media, again, social media plays a big factor because we have access to everything now. And so it's very important that depending on what you feel as cheating, but also basic respect, like you have to have, when you're in something with someone, you have to have boundaries with social media. You don't want your partner or future significant other to be embarrassing you. You don't want physically for them to be out there staring too long at somebody, fixating on them, especially if you're very sensitive and you're intuitive, you can understand people's looks and things of that nature. Everything counts as guys. Women, or as me, of course, I see everything. Nothing gets past me. And so sometimes I have to check that because also it can be like, well, am I sure? Because, you don't want to react and not be sure of something, but also make sure that they're not disrespecting you because you don't want your partner embarrassing you, because that's why some people don't post their partners. They're really scared that they're going to disrespect them, that they're going to humiliate them, degrade them, and then now you told everybody that this is your person, and now they've done all these terrible things to you, and now you have to try to erase everything. And since it's social media and the internet, you can't erase everything.
That's 100% true. And you touched on a little bit about how some people are like scared to post their significant other, but do you think that's kind of an excuse, or do you think that's a genuine true thing? Like, people are afraid because they don't want to be embarrassed, or some people are just, I don't want to post you because I want to talk to other people?
That's a good question, actually. So I was thinking, when Ireland was talking, I was like, okay, if you post somebody, that's cool and all, but I know, again, like back to the cheating situation, some men just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you can post your man and be like, oh, this is my person, I'm not talking to nobody, and they'll still be in your DMs like, so, are you gonna break up?
Exactly.
I'm like,
no,
wait.
they're waiting. No,
like, they'll be
like
waiting for, yes, it's literally a
Yes.
line, so it's just like, you can post them, but normally what I do is like private, not secret. So like, you can be private with your person, maybe post an arm or something, I don't know. But yeah, you could do that.
And do you guys think, like, how long do you guys think it should last until you say, okay, we're actually exclusive, I can post you now, or we're just talking, it's not that serious? Like, what is the line between that? Because it could be a real thin line.
What do you mean by that? Like the time limit before you like post your partner or something?
Yeah, post them. Like, how many days do you think it takes? How long? Like, some people say 3 months. Some people be like 3 days. Like, I want this now. Like,
it depends. It depends on the time limit. But me personally, I say 3 to 4 months because if you're trying to have something like not force, something that's natural, something that falls into place, stuff like that takes time. So you got to build that up. So I say 3 to 4 months for me personally.
okay. And everybody else, how do y'all feel?
I feel like after a couple of months, they make it official, then I would see that it would be okay to post them. But if you're not really like official yet, at least have that title. Then after that, I don't think it'd be bad to post them, because to be honest, what's in the dark's gonna come out anyway. So it's gonna be like, it's whatever at that point. If something is there that isn't supposed to be there, it's going to come out, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Of course, it happened maybe publicly or somewhat privately, but at the same time, at least you get the truth, because you could have been just kept being lied to, not finding out stuff.
You could have been in the dark the entire time and not knowing what's going on. Like, I feel like some people definitely will, like, post their partner and they'll get that hey girl text, and it sucks getting it then, but at least you know what's going on. And speaking of that, how do you guys feel about that? If some other people are coming into your relationship, commenting on that, do you feel like it's more to be helpful, or are you just like, okay, mind your business?
What do you mean by helpful?
Helpful if somebody knows something that's going on in your relationship, or say you're talking to a new guy, and people start to find out about it, but they know about that guy and he been around. Do you think they should just mind their business or just keep it real with you?
I say it depends on who you trust, because when I try, I see someone I like and that I approach them and that, I try to talk to them, I don't let nobody know for a while, because I don't need everybody in my business. Plus, that's been like a bad string with me lately. Like, I feel like it's because like I show the emotion. So it's like people who know me well, they can kind of like tell. But I only tell it with like trusted people, and it's like, I just only tell it with people I trust. I don't let like everybody know.
Okay, great. And of course, trust is one of those things that takes time. It's earned and it's definitely not promised. And that goes into the talking and how long you guys want to talk. But sometimes that talking doesn't necessarily work out. And in some situations, people will straight up ghost you. Is that justifiable?
I don't even know.
I feel like it really depends. I really feel like it depends on situation, because for me, for instance, since I am who I am, I can tell stuff very quickly. And if I see things aren't going the way that I want them to be or need them to be, there's no point in me like really, especially if it's early on, I'm not gonna really say much to you. That's just how I am. I don't know if that's rude or not, but I don't really care.
It's not rude, girl.
It's
just
not
the same thing.
Really? So just like they send you that last message and
I'll just look at it and I'll just be like,
you're like, so
I'm done here.
For real, because that's just how it is. Like with me personally, if they're not giving me what I need for them as a partner, or they're not really like having those characteristics that I need in them as a partner, I don't really feel like sometimes you have to communicate that. Sometimes people aren't mind readers, but also people will treat you how they see you. You don't have to accept that either. So you can just leave. You don't have to give them an explanation all the time. Saying nothing is explanation.
Yeah, sometimes no answer is 100% an answer, and you don't have to explain yourself anymore. So, moving on, do you guys believe in a thing called right person, wrong time? How would you guys define that?
It wasn't the right person. I don't know. It's just like right person, wrong time. They might have been there to teach you something.
Okay, so you think like some people might be there for more of a lesson?
They might be there to give you character development, which I myself, I don't really care for, because how much character development do I need? But it's also like self-work, and people are mirrors as well to how you are as a person will reflect back on you from them. So you have to take that in consideration as well. And just understand that if it was the right person, or you thought it was the right person, they might come back. Okay. It might just not be the right time. And, if they don't come back, then hey, that's okay too.
Okay, and anybody else have a comment on that?
I would say right person, wrong time. It probably, like Ireland said, it's more like a lesson, because at the end of the day, if they wanted to, they would.
Absolutely.
If they wanted to, they would. So.
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for today's episode. Be sure to tune into the next one. Bye, guys.